Return of the Lost Stars. Ellie is a boy who had never seen the stars. Every night he climbed onto the rooftop of his apartment building, hoping just once to glimpse the twinkling lights. But all he ever saw was the thick, dull haze that covered Aronfell, the city that never breathed. For as long as Ellie could remember, the smoke had swung to the skyline like a heavy curtain blotting out the sky. People shuffled through the streets in mass. The river ran black, the air tasted of ash. But Ellie refused to live like this. Somewhere beyond the pollution, the stars were still there, and he would find a way to see them. One day, at the library, Ellie flipped through an old astronomy book he found. He turned a page and stopped. The Milky Way stretched across the photograph like a river of light. Countless stars shimmering in the darkness. Ellie noticed a piece of paper sticking out between the pages. He picked up the paper and noticed a handwritten note that read, "Once we could see this from anywhere, but we traded our stars for smoke." Reading this, a slow determination grew inside him. If they had lost the stars, then maybe, just maybe, we could bring them back. Ellie dove into research, uncovering the causes of Aronfell's choking smoke, such as factories, traffic, and burning waste. He then thought of some solutions to solve the smoke problems of Aronfell, like ride bicycles instead of cars, plant trees, stop burning trash, and demand cleaner energy. After an extensive research, Ellie decided to share his findings with his friends at school. "I know how to get rid of the smoke." His classmates thought he was crazy and shrugged it off. "You can fight the smoke," Maya, his best friend, said. "It's been here forever." As a last resort of dragging them into his planes, Ellie showed them the picture he found earlier. "If we do something about the smoke, then our sky can look like this." A hush fell over the group. "Is that how our sky used to look like? I want to see that," whispered Maya. And so the Bring Back the Stars campaign was born. They made posters, they spread the word about air pollution, and when that wasn't enough, they took to the streets. They rode bicycles instead of taking buses. They planted trees around the city to reduce emissions. At first, the adults dismissed them, but sooner or later, the movement became bigger. Some adults started joining their cause, and friendly protests to the factory workers were also happening. As months gone by, an incredible change was about to happen. One night, Ellie decided to climb onto the rooftop of his apartment building, hoping just once to glimpse the twinkling lights again. However, this time his hope was finally fulfilled. Ellie, while staring up at the endless night sky, noticed something and was shocked and gasped. A tiny pinprick of light flickered in the sky. Then another and another. The stars are finally coming back. 5 years later, Aronville was transformed. The streets thrived with fresh greenery. Buses run on electricity. People walk instead of driving. The air was clearer, the city alive with hope, and the most importantly, the sky was no longer gray and orange. On the anniversary of the movement, Ellie's friends gathered on the rooftop. Below them, the city twinkled, but above, the sky stretched endlessly, dotted with 1,000 shining stars. "We did it!" Ellie whispered. Ellie smiled, and finally they had traded back smoke for the stars. And the end. The moral of the story is when we reduce pollution and care for our environment, nature heals. Clean air is not just a dream, it is a choice we must make together.